GS Radio, the best internet radio station worldwide. Providing the best in music and talk shows. Go to www.gsradionj.com and check out the best internet station in the world. You're listening to GS Radio Internet Radio Station powered by GMG LLC.
At the beginning there was Jack, and Jack had a groove. And after a while, a deep sleep fell upon him, and he was looking for a new groove. He began looking for a new nation, and it had to be a soulful nation. And he found it, and it was Soulful House Nation. And he saw a building. It was a tall building. It had 10 stories. And he entered the building and got on the elevator and pushed the 10th floor, but it stopped on the 8th floor. And that's where he found his new groove. And he began to jack and jack and jack and jack. And he knew that this was it. It was Soulful House Nation on the 8th floor. Get ready, get ready.
Get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, I am DJ Dan, Soulful House Nation, coming to you live from the 8th floor. I am the unusual suspect, and I am here today with who? Lorena. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to tell you we got a really, really great show here for you today. This is, not only is it a great show, but it's an important show. And you're going to see why, because this has at least two parts to it. It's one, the information and things of that nature, but two, the cause. And you're going to see what I'm talking about. So here's just a quick little update here. What we're going to do is we're going to play the hottest song according to Track Source. We're going to talk about what's coming. Then I'm going to play a classic, and then we're going to get into our conversation with Lenny Cathcart. And again, you're going to see this is a very, very important conversation, not only for the fun and the entertainment, but also, too, for the cause. And you'll see what I mean in a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the hottest song, just a snippet, because Facebook has this nasty, nasty little habit of shutting us down and muting us out. We're going to play the number one song according to Track Source in the Soulful House category. This is like 3-4 weeks now. So this is Stacy Kidd, Let It Blow. Okay. All right. I think he's got some more things here. So listen, Just so you know, just want to give a big shout out to King T Finesse and Ariel Shante for our theme song, but also too I want to just give a big shout out posthumously to the late great Chuck Roberts, who did our vocal intro. So that happened here. In the meantime, while they're getting a few things set up on that side, I just want to share a couple little things that are going on. Some new tracks that you should be aware of. One of our locals, Anaya Weathers, has a new track out that she did with Tyo Wink, and it's called Beautiful Escape. Then King T Finesse, who made our theme song, and also he made the song It's All About House, has a new remix coming out, and he's going to use this especially for our things to promote the Patterson house music scene. And then I got to tell you, this next song, I'm getting goosebumps telling you about it, and it's Vanessa L. Smith did the remix on it, but only once in a while do I hear a remix that is like, and for me, goes to my soul. And she did a remix of Angela Bofield, I Try. And the reason this has such a big impact on me, because I can remember exactly where I was when this was popping here. And she went and did that and forget about it. A couple other things. He's going to get set up on the other end. Okay. All right. So I'm going to play the number one song according to the track source. This is by Stacy Kidd, who, by the way, was just in town maybe about a week and a half, give or take, ago. And he was on Tim Wise's platform. And I got to tell you, he killed it. And, if you go back some time, I did an interview with him. I'm going back maybe 5 or 6 years ago, maybe even more. But you'll see it on YouTube. An interview with him. So he's got the number one song. We're going to play a little snippet because, Facebook is a nasty, nasty little habit of shutting us down and muting us out. Chuck, can you play that little snippet?
That's great.
Wind it down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that track is by Stacy Kidd. He's been number one on this for 3 or 4 weeks now. So God bless him on that. Something else that's happening this Friday in Patterson. See, so it's me and 2 other guys got together, and we're going to create this Patterson house music scene. And this all came about, a couple different things happened. Number one is that, people always talking. I talk to a lot of DJs. I mean, a lot of DJs. I do a lot of interviews. And a lot of people feel like that somebody should put them on. And, and they feel that they're better than this one and better than that one. And I get all that. But what you have to understand is that when you're putting on an event, or a person's putting on, they have a right to put who they want to put on. It's their time, their energy, their money, and their judgment call. And if you're not happy about that, that's on you. Now, there's one other thing. Nobody's stopping you from doing something. All right? So now, if you have that in mind, then I say, well, wait a minute, hold it. So I'm born and raised in Patterson. I'm for Patterson. I'm riding for Patterson. Love Patterson. Anyway, but I see even Saturday when I was at the Weequahic Park Music Festival, I saw Patterson people there. So Patterson people are into house music, and don't forget we had the Cheetah Club at one point. And that was a big, big thing that a lot of people came from Patterson that I know, and then also, too, people came from out of town. So we have house heads in Patterson, club heads and house heads. So we said, okay, all right, well, listen, you want to play? Then play. Not that I stopped from playing. So we're doing our first event, which is going to be like a little open-air event. We're going to be doing this on September 12th, which is Friday, from 5 to 8 at Amistad Park in Patterson. We're not expecting a big crowd, but you know what? We will make a lot of noise, and people will know that things are happening in Patterson in terms of the house music. We just did a house music festival in Patterson at the Great Falls on August 31st, and there was a very good turnout. So I know we're here. And also, too, we're going to be doing something in December, and I'll be giving you more information as time goes on, but we're going to get it in here. Patterson, we're putting Patterson back on the map in terms of house music. So, anyway, let's... Huh? Yeah. So, like I say, you know, if you want to play, play. Nobody's stopping you. So, yeah. So, let's do this. One other song, too, I want to tell you about. Charles Mitchell, who you probably know, he actually was the one who originated the Weequahic Park Music Festival. He's actually the one. He did a track with DJ Spen, and it's called Miracle Worker, and they were honoring Eddie Stockley. It's kind of a remake there. So that's it. So let's do this. Let's just play the old school track just for a moment, and then I want to get this going here because I've been waiting to do this interview because, again, this is not just music, but there's a serious cause here, and a lot of people may or may not be aware of it. They may have an issue and not even know about it. And what you also need to know is that when people get this issue, which he's going to speak about, it's not only the person who has it, but they have friends and family that are around them, and they become involved in it directly or indirectly. So, with that said, let's just play just a little snippet of our old school track of the week, and and then we'll make this happen. So that is going to be Bobby Ambrosio and Michelle Weeks, The Moment of My Life. Again, we're going to play a little snippet because Facebook is the nasty little habit of shutting us down and muting us out. And then we're going to bring on our special guest, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so we're gonna break it down a little bit. So chat, let's we'll pick it up later. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with our special guest. Lenny, how are you, sir?
Dan, how's everything, my brother?
I'm good. I always like to say I'm on this side of the dirt, so it's a good day, you know?
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Well, I just have a couple.
How you doing, my sister? How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Yes, you're my sister.
So I just have a couple little questions, and then Lorena is going to take over. I just want to do just a couple little basic things here. Just tell us a little bit about you. You know, where you're from, your background, that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
So yep, I can hear you.
Okay, all right.
Yep. So you want to know a little bit about my background, you saying?
Yeah, a little bit about you, you know, where you're from, that kind of stuff. Now it seems like your voice went down. Yeah.
Say it again?
It seems like your voice went down.
This better?
Okay.
You good?
It's
We all
fine.
good? Okay. I haven't changed nothing or touched nothing.
Yeah, okay.
But I could tell you a little bit about myself.
Okay.
My name is Lenny Cathcart. Born and raised here in Plainfield, New Jersey. I moved out maybe once or twice because of the job, but always came back home, back to Plainfield. married, 3 kids.
All right.
Uh, there's a little lot about me, but just like I said, I'm from Plainfield. I love Plainfield. It's my hometown. I've been involved in my city for as long as I can remember, trying to help our youth, and I'm here.
Okay.
Just looking forward to being here with you and your co-host, and to see where we go from here.
All right. Now, how about some of your early music influences?
Wow, my early music influence. Well, probably had 3
Okay.
major ones.
Okay.
Luther Vandross.
Okay.
I've seen Luther in concert 13 times.
Really?
I've seen him 13 times
Sound like my sister.
in concert. I went to New Orleans to that 4th of July week just because Luther was the first couple of years. So I would go out just for that.
Okay.
When he was at the Garden on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you can bet Wednesday and Thursday I was there, 2 different dates.
Okay.
That's back in the day now. And then, of course, Michael Jackson.
Of course. All right.
Yeah,
So far,
growing
so
up,
good.
we about the same age, so I'll be turning 66 this week. So me and Michael Jackson are the same age group. I never forget when he passed away. I was at down in California at a school board convention, and I was walking from the hotel to go get something to eat, and I would never forget my daughter calling me and asking, "Did I hear the news?" She said, "Where you at?" So I'm walking. She was, I guess she thought I was going to feel real bad about it. She said, "Dad, where you at?" I said, "What's up?" She says, Michael Jackson died. And I said, "Oh my God." Then I seen it on TV screens in the restaurant. So Michael Jackson. And then the third one is James Brown.
Okay. You didn't slip yet.
And JB.
Uh-huh.
And I got a little story behind that, if you don't mind.
No.
Anybody that knows me that used to hang out with me back in the day know that, especially DJ Kevin McAllister,
Okay.
knew that he had to play James Brown for me. And back in the day, I used to be able to do the little, I used to be able to do it. All right. So, as James Brown got older, after he, came out of prison and all that, he came back on tour. One of his last tours was in Asbury, New Jersey.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And 2 friends of mine called me up at home about 4:00 and said, "Hey, James Brown, I didn't know this. He's going to be at Asbury Park Convention Center, and we have an extra ticket. Do you want to go?" I said, "Of course."
Let me think about
I
that.
said, "Of course."
Okay.
So, so I ended up going down there, and we all sat together. And when James Brown's first song came out, a gentleman came out in front of the stage and tried to do a little James Brown. James gave my hand, boo, boo, boo. And my friend said, "Lenny, you got to go out there. You got to go out there." I said, "Nah, I ain't going out there." So after the third song, one of my favorite songs came on, beat, and so I went out there. And, between the audience and the stage, you had like a little dancing area where you can go in front. People come in front. So I started doing a little James Brown, but, I'm getting on the good foot and all that. I'm laying it on down. And James Brown came and gave me 5.
Okay.
Right? So I went back into my, seat. And then at the end, his last song, "Living in America," going to, well, I think it was "Living in America." He was playing that. That was going to be the last song. So all of us, not just all of us, but, people came down in front of the stage and all like that. And, we all just dancing and just vibing to the music. And James Brown started walking down. Now, well, he was still on stage and would come down the stage and was giving everybody 5. All right, come to me, gives me 5, and say, "Come on up." Come on up. And I got up on stage. Me and James, or older James Brown now, remind you.
Okay.
So me and James up there doing it together. And then he stopped, so I stopped. He said, "No, you keep going." So I kept going, and I did the split, came up off the split. I can't do it now. And it was great. But back then, of course, we didn't have the cell phones and all like that to take videos. But I do have 4 people. When people don't take my word on this, I got 4 people that didn't call.
Okay.
And verify that I was on stage with James Brown.
Right.
6, baby.
So I those are my 3 influences of music.
Those are good ones.
But it comes from, and just the last thing, it comes from really my parents. My father loved music, and he used to bring speakers out in front of the apartment complex that we lived in on 3rd Street in Plainfield. And he would bring speakers outside and just have music playing, give out watermelon and things like that to the different people in the area. And so that's what, love for music came from my parents.
Wow. I remember where I was when Michael Jackson passed away. I remember, that's just like, I know where I was when 9/11 happened. It was like one of those moments. I know Farrah Fawcett had just passed away, and it was kind of in the news, but when Michael Jackson, it's kind of like everybody forgot about Farrah Fawcett, and it was such a big deal, because it was. And sometimes you say to yourself, just imagine, maybe he couldn't do what he used to do back in the day, but I'm still sure he'd still be putting out music at some level. So absolutely.
Yep, that's like James Brown. I was down in North Carolina at a family reunion on my wife's side, and I was they was all in the kitchen. I was in the other room. I don't know, looking at TV, Sports Center, probably most likely, and I heard them all there being quiet. And then one of them walked into the room and says, "Hey, did you hear?" I said, "Hear what?" James Brown died. And I'm like, oh, okay, so they all looking at me. like I just lost a family member, which I did, because I loved them that much, and I shed a tear, and blah, blah, blah. But, they because their music was not just their message in the music. If you listen to all 3 people I said, listen to the words and the message that they give. That's what we're missing these days in the music. With our young kids, the bees, this and twerking and this and shake this, shake that. I mean, they said some of that in the music too, but it was a different way. Well, it was a way that you respect, Yeah. Turn off the lights.
How about?
Let's get cozy. It's a different way, I want to do things that, but now it's just, God damn it, jump in the bag. Come on, try to shake it, So it was a different vibe.
All
it was a different vibe.
Well,
so,
right. I tell you what, though, that even goes back to the 50s. Because think about this for a minute, all right? They were under the boardwalk. What were they doing? Playing chess,
right?
Checkers? I'm sure they weren't working on their tans.
Not on even boardwalk.
Yeah. So but I have one more question, and then Lorena will take over.
Yes, sir.
Now, because you go back pre-house music, all right? You go back to when they were calling certain types of music club music. How did you get into house music? How did you get into this whole thing, especially coming out of that R&B background, that soul background?
Yep. Well, good question. Very good question. And how did I get to start loving house music? I don't know how I started, but I can tell you what captured me.
Okay.
I was raised up in the Nation of Islam.
Okay.
Under the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Minister Louis Farrakhan. My father was the minister for Minister Farrakhan, was the East Coast regional representative. So in my 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, I couldn't go to Xander bars and all that kind of stuff. Couldn't do that. I was out there selling pies and newspaper the next morning.
That was you. Okay.
So on Friday night, BLS from 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. I should say to 2 a.m. we play house music.
Yeah.
And Timmy Reserford would be one of the main DJs.
Yeah.
This guy's on the truth. From 12 to 2 a.m., I would ride around in my car listening to that every Friday night. Every Friday. My wife then, her name was Susan. I'm married now to Roxanne, but my first wife, Susan, she would tape it for me on a cassette tape. And don't forget, the tape was 60 minutes. So she had to stay up and change the tape for me while I rode around in my car for 2 hours and listened to Timmy Reserford, who became probably my top DJ, especially in the house world.
Yeah.
Who I got a chance to get to meet, who I got a chance to have him come to Plainfield 3 different times.
Right.
Who got a chance to who now and then we text each other just to see how we doing.
Right.
Yeah, so that was my start for house music.
Okay. Lorena, I yield the floor to you. I hear that a lot on TV now. Yeah.
Who are some of your favorite house music artists?
It's funny.
Present.
Say it again.
Past and present.
When you say artists, you mean the ones that sing the song, actual song. And to be
Yes.
honest with you, I really don't have one. I really
Okay.
don't.
Okay.
There's not one I could point to. I could say songs that I love, but for me, it's the beat. Okay.
Gotcha.
Your favorite songs.
Some of your favorite songs. How about that? Yeah.
House. I'm trying to think how it goes. This is my house. House music. When he just passed away, I can't. It's funny. I used to say it word by word, but my tongue is tied now.
I understand in the same way. Dan, help us out. What's the title of that
Wait a
song?
minute. You gotta give me a few more.
Oh, no.
Okay.
He passed away not too long ago.
You know
Wayne Williams and
Are you talking Chuck Roberts?
Yes, Wayne Williams and do the video in the courtroom.
Yeah, Chuck Roberts.
Yes,
Chuck
yes.
Roberts. That's who did my vocal drop.
Okay, yes.
If you listen
And probably things like that, because house is universal. Don't make what kind of gender, color, or where you came from with creed. I just love that 45 seconds or whatever it may take. I just love it because that's house. To me.
Right.
It is. So, with that being said, please tell our viewers about the Lenny Cathcart Music Festival in Plainfield. Tell us all about that.
Well, let me go back. It's just the name of it will just change. So before it was called the Lenny Cathcart House Music Festival, it was called the Plainfield House Music.
Right.
But I always want people to remember something. It's called House Music Festival with a cause. With a cause. I don't want people to ever forget that. It's house music with a cause. And of course, we'll talk about the cause in a minute, which is prostate cancer awareness. But we started it back in 2019. I was diagnosed in 2018 with prostate cancer. Going through a dark period, as I tell everybody, when you deal with it, you go through dark periods. And I used to fight with God, one-on-one in the mirror. I've told the story plenty of times. I used to ask him, why me? Why you give me this disease? And I used to always say, I've done a lot in my town. I can say that I've done a lot in Plainfield over the years, not 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, over 30, 40 years of my 66 years. You can bet I've given a lot to the city of Plainfield and to the youth. So I used to say, you come at me and you got drug addicts, people's killing and shooting and all this, and you come hit me. Now that's how I felt. I'm not down on nobody that does that. That's just how I felt. And then it just hit me for one reason. It finally hit me. He knew I had a mouthpiece. He knew I would spread the word. Even I didn't know, but he knew I would spread it. And then that's when it hit and clicked. All right, house music, prostate cancer. Let's put it together. Let's see what we do.
Right.
And I went to the city of Plainfield, to the mayor, Adrian Mapp, in 2018-19, and gave him my idea. I didn't have to finish, and the mayor said yes.
Nice.
And that's how it started. And last year, in our 5th year, and this being our 6th year, he announced January 1st at the State of the Union of City of Plainfield, he announced that he's changing the name from Plainfield House Music to the Lenny Cathcart House Music Festival.
Wow.
So that was an honor. And as you say, give someone what their roses while they living. This was really my rose that he gave to have this named after me.
Wow.
So that's the history of how we got here.
Wow.
I'm trying to just tear up. That's a beautiful story. I'm really trying to tear up because I too suffer with, I don't suffer any longer, but I have moya. And I had 2 brain surgeries, a couple of strokes and seizures, and I'm still here. So it's
Sister, where you from?
Montclair.
Okay, good. Okay.
up in Montclair.
Okay.
But it's important to take care of your health.
Yes, it is.
To get regular doctor visits because you never know. You just never know.
Right. And, like I said, when when you get down to that little further in the question and answer period, I'll definitely explain to what I feel that men should be doing and why we're doing this.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
So we're still talking about the event. So let us know about the date, the time, the vendor info.
I laugh, but I tell you why. But okay. But I got you. The event is September 20th from 11, really from 12 to 2 p.m. at Cedar Brook Park here in Plainfield, New Jersey. That's Saturday, September 20th, 12 to 10 here in Cedar Brook Park. Now, the reason I chuckle about 11 o'clock because I'm working on something. I don't want to announce it yet, but I'm working on something, and we're going to start at 11 with 2 special guests. But our DJ and lineup for the September 20th is something I put together with Terrence Johnson, who's a good friend of mine that worked with me on everything I do about the house music. I wanted to do something different. When you go to different ones, you're going to know that you're going to see Jahar Muhammad. You might see Beloved.
Oh,
you might see Mark Francis. You might see Rock Anthony. You might see Jahad Muhammad. You might see Soul Messiah. You might see the legendary Naeem Johnson. There's no house festival without one of them, or sometimes 2. And there's nothing wrong with that. People have problems with it, but to me, there's nothing wrong with it. So I said, whoa. I go to Chosen Few in Chicago twice. I didn't go this year, but I went the last 2 years. And I see what they did. They brought the Chosen Few, and they keep the same Chosen Few every year, and they add on pieces. I said, how can I do that in Plainfield, New Jersey for next year, which is this year?
Right.
So I sent a text out to all of them. Not separate. Then tell each of them about this meeting. I just need you guys to meet me at such and such place at such and such time. So they all came in and they all started coming down. They said, oh, okay, what the heck's going on? And I broke it down to them. I said, I want all of y'all to play next year that's sitting at this table. Now, if one of you can't do it, then we're not going to do it. They all fell in love with it right away. Right away, they fell in love with the idea. Then I got to thinking, well, how do you pick a closer for this? Because all of them are closers. How do you pick a closer? I said, hell, none of y'all going to close. Told them right there. I'm bringing Patty Kane. I'm bringing in a female because I always say I'm going to have a female at my festivals. I'm going to bring a female, Patty Kane. She going to shut it down. And this way we ain't got to deal with egos and all that. I'm not saying they're going to have it, but we all got egos. And that's how we came up with this.
I love it.
Yeah. Now, as far as vendors, to this day, yesterday, to this morning, I'm still getting calls about vendors.
Okay.
Our vendor has been filled within the first 2 to 3 weeks that we put the application out.
Wow.
The county allows us a certain amount of vendors. Right, we go through the county at our park. They allow a certain amount of vendors. It's a good number, but I guess our event has become one of the popular ones in New Jersey, and everybody want to vend there.
Oh my!
It's I got a wait list that's not going to happen because anybody's canceling. I got people calling. I got my own cousin, second cousin, called me yesterday again and asked me, "Hey, cuz, can I get in?" I said, "Cuz, I told you last year what you have to do. You didn't do it, and you're on the outside again."
Wow!
Can I bring a table? No, you can't bring a table because you got, So it's a beautiful thing, and but I tell vendors, when we put our information out, you have to put it out then and put your application in. It's not about who I know or what I know, because if it's who I know, what I know, half of the people that's there now wouldn't be in. I would have a lot of friends of mine who want to vend come in, but it's first come, first serve.
Right.
Well, thank you for letting everyone know. Thank you. They appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank
Now, I think y'all asked me also about. Now, you can come in at 7 a.m. and set your tent up.
Okay.
At 7 a.m., they don't allow us to leave tents overnight or like that. So at 7 a.m. on the dot, you can come put your tent in and leave and then come back or stay with your tent. It'll be safe there. And, leave it, like I said, and set yourself up. Parking is, with this type of crowd, parking is, I don't care what anybody say. It ain't that we have a lack of parking. It's just that the crowd is so big. Parking is, whatever you can. So,
that's also first come, first served.
right. And we shut the park down at 11 o'clock. So you can park inside the park at 11 o'clock. But,
Okay.
I'm the kind of guy that try to make everybody happy and try to make sure that this event is run smoothly as possible.
Yeah.
So 2 months ago, I had a little thought about how can I make the parking better? So I went to the school, Plainfield High School, and asked them if I could use their parking lot.
And
They said yes. Nobody gonna turn me down now. So, then I went to Amica and Porterfield, asked them to give me a price on Amica and Porterfield, is a transportation company in Plainfield. Give me a price on delivery, transporting people from the high school to the park. They came back with they gave me a beautiful discount. So from 12:30 to 3:30, you can leave your car at Plainfield High School. A bus will bring you to the park, which is 3-4 minute ride. And then from 7:30 to 10:30, we'll have 3 buses taking you back to your location at the high school. So that's from 12:30 to 3:30. One bus will be rotating just back and forth from the high school to the parking lot at Cedar Brook Park. And from 7:30 to 10:30 at night, we having 3 buses. But I'm warning you,
yes,
you don't want to leave at 7:30.
exactly.
I know some of you left last year and called me and said, "Oh man, I didn't know y'all was going to do that drone show. I heard so much about it."
Okay.
So the drone show will be back this year, definitely different, but we will have it back at 8:15. Patty Kane will come on at 8:30, and while Patty Kane is on, we have the baddest fireworks show every year at this event, and we will be having that too.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
And I'm going to say this. I might be going off a little script, but I just need to say this because I hear things. I do this and put this together with the help of my city, not for competition.
No.
I'm not in this to beat out Roselle, Lincoln Park, Weequahic Park, Jersey City, Union, Edison. I want all of them to have a successful event. I went to all of them. I used to go to all, I still do, go to all of them. And what I did was take from each one. I seen something that they did 2013, I kept it in my mind. And I just, when I started this, I said, oh, how we can do this and how I want it done. And so, I hear people, no, I'm not trying to beat out Roselle. I'm not trying to beat out Linden, Union. I'm just trying to make sure Plainfield stay at the standard that we have started from day one. That's all.
That's hard.
And I get, I got to go off for a minute because I keep a lot to myself. I think I'm going to open up.
Go ahead.
I hear things on Facebook. And whoever listened to this, house family, house heads, we all are one.
Right.
Don't care what color you are, how you come, what you're playing, what you're not playing, what you're wearing, what you're singing, how you dance. We won. All this bickering back and forth about can you do this? Can you? What he playing? What she playing? What she wearing? Who he? Stop. Leave that for them young folks.
Okay.
Leave that for them.
Petition here.
All of us come together and enjoy. I've been to plenty of them, and I only seen 2 outbreaks. Two vendors.
Okay.
And a boyfriend and girlfriend had little arguments and all behind the stage in all my years. Never major fights. Never had to shut down with no fights. Never had to shut down because of guns, this and all like that. And we never had that in the house family. But what we are getting to is a lot of this bickering, and we need to stop that ASAP. And I'm sorry to go off on that, but
No,
that's fine.
yeah, I guess that's where my heart taking me.
Right.
That's fine.
Hey, thank you.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
As you know, this weekend. Well, you know what? This weekend, there was some type of outbreak at the 24 Hours of Peace. And
Can you speak up a little, Dan? I'm sorry.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I said, unfortunately, there was some type of outbreak at the 24 Hours of Peace, and I saw the videos.
Yes.
And that really is kind of sad. And I say that because, if I'm the person who owns that space, if I'm the person who's controlling that space or responsible for that event, I might think twice about doing another event like that with that audience. And, I remember back in the day that they had some events and they were hip-hop events. So watch where I go with this. And you would see in the news that there were fights breaking out. There were all kinds of things happening at these events. Now, to be fair, you only hear about the planes that crash. You don't hear about the ones that don't crash. By the same token, you only hear about the ones where there's an incident. And you don't hear about all the events that there are no incidents. So I just want to put that out there. But with the house music community, I've never seen a house music community event where they had that type of activity break out. Now, I do have a theory.
I have to interrupt because I do know of an incident that happened at a house music event, and I couldn't believe it. I wasn't there, but it was posted on Facebook that there was an altercation fight at a house music event. We never have control of how people are going to behave. We can't control that. We have no control over how people behave. Just the way we respond to how the behavior they displayed. Okay. So,
all right.
We may find that happening everywhere because we know what this is. We know what days these are right now. So there's going to be a lot of crazy stuff happening.
Well, I could tell you in my personal experience, and I don't know how many I've been to, maybe 100, maybe 150, whatever, and I never saw one incident. And I have a theory about that too, a two-part theory. And number one is, first of all, it's the style of music that is being played and some combination of the flow of it. But I think the second reason, and a very, very powerful reason, is once you hit a certain point in life and you got that bad knee, or you got that bad foot, you're trying to get in a situation.
Don't diss hip hop, Dan.
Huh?
Don't diss hip hop.
I did not diss hop. Did you hear me say you only hear about the planes that crash? You don't hear of all the flights that go well. You only hear, yeah, but I'm saying you don't see that. It's a very peaceful thing, is what I'm saying.
But and I hear you, and you could say we could say that house with our age. But if you notice the last year or two, the younger people are coming out and loving the house, which we need. I mean, especially like the younger DJs. We need that. But I think what is good is that they see how we act and how we getting along, how much love we showing to each other. I've met so many people over the years from house. I'm gonna give you a good example. Brother Naeem Muhammad, him and his wife Hope.
Sure.
They used to sit out there with their Steelers umbrella. I'm a big 49er fan.
Okay.
I used to go there, didn't know them. I used to go mess with them. Take this thing down. I can't see the DJ.
Okay. I have my own
And to-
story. Go ahead.
And then to the point now where 4 years ago, we all in California watching a Steeler and 49er game together and going out to eat dinner and all that,
Yes.
Got
It's,
you.
it's just little small stories of how the family in house is.
Yes.
So,
And like I said, we just got to keep sure and make sure these young people that's coming see us as an example. If they see us showing love and all like this and leaving in peace, they'll start, it'll start trickling down. But if they see us on Facebook, oh yeah, this, why you got this DJ and why she up there, come on,
right.
we too old for that.
Right.
Vibes
Well-
all day.
Well, I have my own Naeem and Hope story. As you know, again, we both know they're big Steelers fans. And every time I get together, we have a little thing that we do back and forth because, I'm a Giants fan. And they said, okay, and we'll say to each other, listen, come over here, let me pray for you. We're going to try to get it so that, you get brought out of this. So anyway, that's our little thing that we do.
Right.
But and it's all in fun. It's all in fun.
Well, I guess when he sees you, he got something up on you since they beat you. Oh no, they beat the Jets, not the Giants.
I know.
Right.
That's why I didn't
Right.
say anything to him today.
Right.
Yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. Now,
All right.
let's see. Now, okay. Now, here's something which I really want to get to the heart of this thing here.
Yes, sir.
So most people keep health issues to themselves. And you really could have done that. Oh, I'm not feeling well. I got a headache or whatever. If you had that, some treatment, whatever, you say, But, most people aren't afraid to talk about external things because you can see that. Okay, you broke your leg. Okay, that's external. You can see that. Most people aren't afraid. I don't know. Maybe they had some type of physical ailment, but it's external. Most people aren't afraid. But most people will not talk about, for example, prostate cancer, which, could take you through a whole round of different things in terms of feelings, emotions,
Your ability
things.
as a man to perform.
Hey.
Just keep it real.
Okay, all right. So, yeah. So my question to you is, why didn't you go deep cover, undercover, and you said, know what, I'm gonna talk about it? And did you do it at first, or it took you a while to get to that point?
It took me a while.
Okay.
It took me a while. Like I said, I went to that dark place. And remember I said earlier about the different fight and back and forth with God. They're going one-on-one. He jabbing, I'm ducking. And he finally hit me. He caught that up to my face and it hit me.
Okay.
And from there on, once it hit me, there was no turning back. It was not. Yes, prostate cancer for men is a hell of a mental thing, especially if you catch it, or you get it, I should say, in their 40s and 50s when you're still sexually active. Okay? Now, I'm going to keep it real because it definitely will impact your desire and your ability to perform. And like most men, I'm no different than any other man that has an ego. And that when that hits you, you're like, damn. And I'm a kind of guy that what you see is what you get. So I keep everything real. And I was, very active. Growing up, all the way through my
Go on.
through my ages, through my marriages, whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? So when I got it, and it bothered me, and it kept on bothering me, and it bothered me, and then let me get back to this. How did I know that I had it? Two things. One, blood in my urine.
Oh wow. Okay.
Get up in the morning, go to the bathroom, and I would do pee, and I'd see blood. A little bit of blood, and sometimes streams of it. Bam. Then sexually, I call him little Lenny. Wouldn't get little Lenny couldn't, it ain't here anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be fresh. I'm just trying to keep it real.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so then I talking to someone who was in the health department, health area about it, who worked with me, and mentioned that I need to go see a doctor about prostate cancer. And I'm like, what? Boom. So I go get tested. Damn it. Yep, you got it. But I got it to the point where it was late. Numbers were wide open. And there was no what you call it, radiation
Right.
or chemo to take. I could have took them, but it wouldn't have stopped it because it was too far gone. So I had to at least get it taken out. That's how I found out, and that's what I did. I made a decision to take it out.
Wow.
And even after I had it taken out, you have what you call it, lymph nodes.
Yeah.
And some went near. So then I had to do 39 days of radiation after that. So it's been a tough battle. But it's a battle that I wanted to share to keep my brothers from going down that road. And when I say brothers, I'm not just talking about my blood brother Shane. I'm talking about all my brothers, brown, black, and even white. But it affects black more than any other group. They haven't figured out why, but we are getting twice as fast or more than any other group out there. So we are told at 45, but if you have the history in your family, and most of us black men have history in our family of some kind of cancer, they say go get tested at 40. So they say 45. I tell everybody to tell me, if you're 40, go get it. What the hell? You got a family member. Now, a lot of brothers don't want to go because they think, oh, when you go there, doctor gonna put that glove on
And
and the brothers are upset behind that. Oh, I'm macho. Ain't nobody put no finger up on me. Well, damn fool, you rather die than have a man put his finger up there to find out what the hell you got so you can save your life.
Right.
That's a damn fool.
all the time for homophobia. Get your check.
But the way it is now, you go, you get a needle. It's like when you come out that Saturday, remind me to come back to talk about that Saturday with the testing.
Okay.
You're getting a needle. And your blood count, PSA is high on that. Then you go to your doctor. You discuss it. He might say, hey, I want to see how bad it is. Then he might put that little glove on, put a little Vaseline, going up, and do what he got to do and get right out. 5 seconds. But 5 seconds to save your life. For 5 seconds to have you not go through what I've been through and what I'm still going through. It's worth 5 seconds. Trust me.
Baby.
Get rid of that macho BS. Ain't nobody gonna be in there with you. You ain't gotta tell nobody. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta tell a damn soul. You know what I mean?
Look for one disguise, right?
You know what I mean? Hell. I don't even know. I like to make jokes. I was going to hell, you might end up liking it.
Oh boy.
But so that's how I found out. That's how I started this journey. I just want brothers to get tested. So let me go back to the day of the event.
Saturday testing.
Is it okay if I go there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
So what I wanted to do is make sure that many men get tested.
Right.
So last year I raised, I think, $1,000. And any man that got tested, we gave him gift cards, $25 gift cards, Outback gift cards, things like that. And we put your name in a hat raffle. And we gave out, I think, 500, 200, and 100, something like that, to the winners, whoever got tested.
Okay.
So this year, I said, I need more men to get tested. But last year there was an issue. Men got tested, but a lot of them couldn't get tested because the organization that we had, you had to be, if you had insurance, you couldn't get tested. And we didn't know that. They never told us that.
Wow.
We had these men in line And then when it got up there, they asked the insurance. They said, yes, well, you can't get tested. So we didn't know that till like half an hour into the program. So a lot of men that was in line to get tested couldn't get tested.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
So our goal this year was to find a group that would test everybody. And there's a woman named Nancy who I met that day. We worked day in and day out. So about 3 months ago, we finally got the A-OK that we could test everybody. So any man that come and get tested. So I said, okay, that means more men gonna get tested. So I got to raise more money.
Okay.
So how am I gonna raise more money? Last year I just asked people to send me $3 and then we raised it. This year I decided, let me put a package together. A lot of people have been asking me about VIPs, and I'm gonna talk about that too. Oh my God!
Okay.
But I said, let me put a package together. You want to sit underneath the tent. You want to have your table and your chairs. You want to have free food for 2.5 hours. Free drinks, non-alcoholic, just water, sodas, pop, and a little gift bag that we got together. $50, and I'll get you in underneath that seat. It sold out in 3 minutes. I'm sorry, in 33 hours. 50 people.
Wow.
I got a wait list. Over 100 people to this day still asking me if they can get it. So we raised $2,500
Wow.
Okay.
for this. So that $2,500 is going to go towards that raffle. So one man will win $750, another man will win $500, and then we are breaking on down to get to $2,500.
Very nice.
That is
Way to
fantastic.
go, buddy.
Now,
You know, it's like I said, I love house music. I love the music, but I don't want anybody to ever think that I'm going to forget prostate cancer awareness. This is what this event is all about.
okay.
The music will draw you, and I'm going to find a way to get you over there to get that test.
Right.
It is a win-win for everybody.
Right.
You heard it here, everybody. You heard it here on Soulful House Nation.
Now, I have a question. All right.
Yes, sir.
So theoretically, if you put on off, you can fight off mosquitoes.
Then again, Dan, you guys.
I say theoretically, if you put on some off, you can fight off mosquitoes. All right? Theoretically. I say that because some of them like off. That's another story. But with prostate cancer, is there any way to prevent that?
No, sir.
Okay.
But what you can prevent is getting your numbers high.
Okay. So talk to us.
You know, you can control it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You can't sit back. You can't sit back and wait.
Okay.
Once you know your numbers, now let me just say this. Your number is 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. When you get to 3.0, just know if you get to 4.0, you got prostate cancer.
You're in danger zone.
You got 2.0, 3.0, you're leading up to cancer. So what you got to do then is watch your eating habits, drink more water, stay off that sugar, and try to prevent it from growing faster. You know, exercise. These are things you must do. You must do once you get to 2.0, 3.0. Get off the sugar, drink water, diet, and exercise. That'll slow it down. Now, some might say it might stop it. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you what I know and what I heard and what I read. Yeah, but once you get to 4.0, you're there.
You're there.
Okay.
Now, here's the problem. Okay.
Here.
All right. Many of us would rather drink something sweet than straight up water. Okay. Number one, sugar, even though it may not be good for you, is so good to you. No matter how you take it. Whether you talk in straight up sugar, whether you put it in your drink, whether it's in your drinks, whether you like pies, cakes, it's like, and we were talking a little bit earlier.
My water.
Yeah, so you got 2 parts soda, 1 part water. I'm sorry. By the way, I see that. Did you hear about the Pepsi employee that got fired. Did you hear about that?
No.
You didn't hear about? Yeah, he got tested positive for coke. Boom. Anyway,
Oh,
I didn't say these were
don't,
good.
don't quit your day job.
I didn't say these
They-
were good. I just anyway.
Hey,
Anyway, and you know, the problem is that, especially too, if you grew up in an environment that many people of color grew up, and it's other cultures too, like the food that we eat, we were born and raised on that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Now you get to a point where the doctor says, listen, you can eat what you want, but listen, let's talk about longevity. Let's talk about your health. That means you can't have a big portion, if not most, of all the stuff you like. That's a challenge. I got to tell you, Lenny, that's a challenge.
You just seen what I just showed you, right?
Exactly.
And my coworker behind me, Shauna, she got on me this morning. You drinking soda so early in the morning? I had that little quint, you know. But I try to balance it
Yeah.
with the water.
Okay.
But this is going back to the men
Right.
that are definitely at that borderline.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need to be doing that.
Gotcha.
They need to stop all sugar.
Right.
Sugar for
Yeah.
some reason attracts cancer.
Wow. Absolutely. Wow.
absolutely. Because men are the ones that have difficulty going to the doctor.
Yes. I don't know why we are. I've never been that. I always had no problem going to a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's been great during this journey is having women call me,
Mm-hmm.
talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
Can you call my husband? Can you call
Yeah.
my
Oh, okay.
Can you call my son? Can you call my brother? What can I do to help him? How can I deal with this?
Mm-hmm.
What is he
Yes.
going to go through? How do I? What is his mental part of his going through? I have all these kind of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Over this weekend, I spoke to another brother. I'm just going to say his first name, Jerome, who called me.
Mm-hmm.
He was telling me about how he had it, and we we got to joking about the pen.
Okay.
You know, wearing the pen after you had it, and you know, you go two grown ass men, 55 and above, talking about the wearing the pen. You know, but once you get past that, like I said, that macho thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you deal with what you got to deal with.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
Right.
And so,
Right.
you know, men that I don't know why we are this way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess we take a lot from our grandparents back in the day. You know,
Mm-hmm.
just put something on it. You know, put some ice on it. You know what I mean? Ice ain't gonna carry this damn thing.
Rub something on it. Go get
There
the
you go.
I know.
Mhm.
So,
Put that little Vaseline on your chest. You know. And that don't work for this. It doesn't work.
Wow.
So brother,
Wow.
like I said to any brother that listening to this,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you can heed the call or not heed it.
Mm-hmm.
But not even hear what I'm saying to you.
Mm-hmm.
But brother, I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm.
take 1 hour out of your time once a year.
Mm-hmm.
Just go get checked.
Get checked, right?
Like I said, it's a shot.
Yeah.
Don't
Now,
worry about this. It's a shot. It's
Gotcha.
simple now.
got you.
Just do that.
Mm-hmm. Now, at that event, you can get tested. Will they have educational materials and other things that
Oh, yeah.
you can take? Okay.
Definitely. There'll be all kind of pamphlets out there,
Mm-hmm.
and not only will we have prostate cancer, there's different health tables that will be there.
Got you.
You know.
Got you.
Now, I will say this, you know, different groups have come to me and asked me if they can share the headlines with prostate cancer and breast cancer or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been honest with them. I told them no.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I say no is because we all know breast cancer.
Right.
You've heard breast cancer, you've seen the pink ribbons, you've seen all that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, I'm not saying I'm the reason behind it, but you never hear no one talk about prostate cancer
You're right.
until we brought up here in Plainfield.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's
Right.
being talked about.
Right.
And not only that, it's great to see other house festivals. They may not be talking about prostate cancers,
Mm-hmm.
but other house festivals are talking about different health issues.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I think they might have took a little bit of that from us, and I'm happy. I am not mad at all about that. I don't care what kind of health they talking about, as long as they talking about it.
You know, I'm so glad you said that, because in reality, if you look at the primary age group they're 50 plus. You know, not us, but they're 50 plus. And when you get 50 plus, all of a sudden, you start realizing there's parts of your body that you never even thought about. You get 50 plus, and all of a sudden, you become a lot more educated about certain parts of your body that you didn't even know existed. You know, you get 50 plus, and all of a sudden, you understand things like diabetes. You understand things like high blood pressure. You understand things like cancer, like you mentioned, prostate cancer, which is specific to men. And you know, and it's great that you have a gathering of people who are in that population, and you can have conversations with them, or they can get help, create awareness, etc. So I commend you on that, you know, for having the courage to step out and say, you know what, this is what's up. Hey, listen, let's tell it like a TI is. Now stop playing. I know good and well your knee is no good. I know good and well that you got a back pain that you're not talking about, because you used to dance and do backflips, but now you the 1-2 king. Anyway, so the 2-step king. So thank you, Lenny. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you. You know.
Thank you, brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you.
You know, I just thank you guys. Different magazines, Deep House Head magazine. They interviewing me soon, and I'm just glad to have a mouthpiece, and you guys give me the platform to spread not house music, prostate cancer awareness. Like I said, we throw that fishing rod out there. I'm listening to the music.
Really?
That music. Listen to that music. Go over there. Right over there.
That is fantastic. That is
so
fantastic.
It's like I said, it's a beautiful marriage.
Been a pleasure.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
Thank
y'all.
Yeah, as we
No, Dan, I just want to say, Dan, you know, Dan, I met you some years ago. My sister, is the first time really meeting you, but I could see your beautiful. I can just tell you're a beautiful person. You know, your smile just runs through this Zoom. You know, so I'm looking forward to meeting you that day. Hopefully, you'll be there.
Yeah, and I'll be there. I'll be there. On the 20th.
And brother Dan, you know, I met you some years ago, brother, and every time I see you, it's nothing but love between me and you, my brother. And we make sure we see each other, and you always get that camera out, come take a picture. Take a picture. I don't know what you do, my damn pictures. I never seen your face though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. They're up now. You know, they're up now, and I'm better than I was before, though. Yeah.
But it's been a pleasure getting to know you, my brother Dan. Like I said, this is what this is what the house music have done.
Right.
You know, when you're 50, 60s, you don't find new friends. You know, but through house, I found so many friends. You know, I must say this real quick. I'm sorry. There's two groups I want to talk about real quick. First of all, the city of Plainfield. There's a committee that the mayor put up with that he put together for this. Shep Brown, Jackie Workman, Charlene Burnett, and Michelle Grant. Thank you. They do a lot of work behind the scenes. Then my own personal house music, Plainfield house music fans, they I don't want to say all their names because I'm not going to remember all of them. But they are. They hand out the flyers. They make sure to get on social media. We all sit together. They wear the shirts. This weekend in Broadway, they all had on their Lenny Cathcart House Music Festival shirts. You know, so without them helping me spreading the word, it wouldn't get around like it is. So those two different groups, I truly, truly appreciate you. Love you. Ain't always easy. I know I'm not the easiest person because I do have my ways. And when I want something done, this is how I want it. Is that way.
Honest.
And what they know.
Okay.
They all know. Took a while, but they got to know me.
I have just a couple more questions as we come in for a soft landing. You know, I started working on this series of, and it's unofficially called Mayors Who Support House. I've interviewed the mayor from Roselle, and I've had some conversation with some other mayors to do it. And I'm just wondering, would it be possible? And
No, listen, stop.
Okay.
It's on it. Give me the date, the time.
Okay.
I'll give it to him.
Okay.
Make it happen.
Okay, absolutely. Because you know what?
He'd be glad to do it.
Okay.
Just
I just want to just point out, like, just two quick things about that. Number one, first of all, it really is a great thing when people come together and have a good time. All right, number one. Number two, we vote. Okay, let's keep that in mind. But, you know, just as important, we energize the local economy in terms of that, whether it's vendors on site or whether it's outdoor, some outdoor events, you know, whether there's people around, vendors around or storefronts around. We bring people into the area. So we bring the music, but we bring a lot more. And then in the case with you, we bring awareness to the cause. So yes, I will get you a date later on today. All right, you can count on that. Yeah. And then, you know, all right. And then it had like two quick questions unless Lorena has something. So what's on the horizon, you know, that we should be looking for? And by the way, I know you're now, or at least maybe it's going to calm down now because we're getting a little bit later towards the fall. But now you just started doing something on Thursdays in Plainfield. Is that correct?
Right. Well, we do a Thursday leading up to that month of August. We just had two of them so far.
Mm-hmm.
I do one 2 days before the 20th. On the 18th here in Plainfield at City Hall, Black Lives Matter Plaza. We have DJ Kevin McAllister and Deuce Martinez.
Okay.
Okay. They're going to close it out for me, and that's like our little pre-kickoff. I'm gonna just go out with it. Last one we had Mayor Brooks and just the DJ. They turned it out Friday, 2 Fridays ago. You know me, I got so excited with them two young brothers up there when they start playing together. I just made a quick announcement. How would y'all like them to open up at 11 o'clock?
Okay.
The crowd went crazy.
Okay.
So I'm in the final stage of negotiating to have them come from 11 to 12 for 1 hour and play together for 1 hour.
Oh, that'll be crazy.
Yeah. I'm just trying to take it to another whole damn level. That's all.
Yeah.
You heard it first.
Approximately how many people come to the event?
Well, they said approximately over 10,000. Yeah, I don't know how they count, but from what I was told from the police department, when they do a drone, they do a section.
Got you.
And how many people could fit in that section, and they see how many sections you have, and then you go. So they say it was about 10,000. So I don't know. You know, it's not. I'm gonna be honest with you, Dan. I mean, if it's 1 to 10,000,
okay,
as long as that one person hears about prostate cancer, that's all that matters.
Gotcha.
Of course, I want one, but
okay. So
I know.
Anything
else? Because I do.
Yeah. Any final thoughts, and how can people follow you, support you, stay connected with you?
We get in touch with you and stay in touch with you.
Yeah.
I'm easy to find.
Okay.
But it's easy. You know, I'm not a big TikTok kind of guy. I'm old, so I'm a Facebook kind of guy.
Gotcha.
Okay.
My daughter got me into Instagram now, but I'm a Facebook. Real simple. Lenny Cathcart or Lenoir Cathcart. I got two of them because one got hacked some years ago when I was in a hospital.
Oh, wow.
I had to go get back in the hospital and for the prostate when I went back.
Okay.
You know, after my surgery, I had some difficulties. And somebody texted me and told me they needed help. I'm drugged up and all like that. I said, okay, blah blah blah. Next thing you know, I'm hacked.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I got two, but mainly Lenny Cathcart, Leny, Cathcart, Cathcart. You know.
Okay.
Any final thoughts?
You know, just I'm glad I was able to bring out what I felt that was in me a long time about house heads and this social media. I stay away from it because I always say you can't win on social media. I was on the school board for 9 years, and one thing I learned, if nothing else, you can't win on social media. You can't go back and forth. As long as they're behind that screen, they're the winners.
Yeah.
So I never got involved when I see different things on house Facebook pages. And all. I just stayed away. It hurts me and bothers me, but I stay away. But I was glad to be able to bring some of that out today.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. You call them keyboard
And just the
warriors.
last thing, VIPs. I mentioned this earlier. I got the package, but just regular VIPs. I'm thrilled that a lot of you want to come to Plainfield house music. I'm so honored. I'm so honored. But if how can I put it? If I honor every request for VIP passes, I would have more people in the VIP than I would have on the dance floor.
I got you.
You know, so there was arguments and back and forth online about VIP passes and who deserve them, who don't deserve them.
I saw that.
Right.
I mean, we all deserve them because we all VIPs. But I can't honor every last one of you. Don't forget, we got political. I got to take care of the city who pays for this. City councils. I got to pay. You know, they approve it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got my family members. I don't even put my family members in a VIP tent.
So Dan,
You know? So that, I just want to say that. You know, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Say it again.
so Dan, you know what this means, right, Dan?
That's right. We'll get in the drone, in a helicopter. We'll be in a
be honest,
helicopter. When you hear that helicopter, you see that helicopter, that's us.
Please let him listen.
No, let me stop you. Let me stop you. I have a special spot already for the media.
Okay.
And you guys are under the media tent.
Okay.
Okay, I got you. Don't worry about that.
Okay, now, because I was going to say, if you hear, brrr, I don't know what the sound, maybe, Lorena, maybe you can make the sound. Brrr, look, up in the sky, it's a bird. No, anyway. No, but this is fantastic. Hey, Lenny,
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah. Lenny,
Thank you.
really, really appreciate you because, again, you've got that, they call high blood pressure the silent killer, but so is prostate cancer a silent killer.
Prostate cancer is the second leading cause of death for black men.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, the thing is that it is the kind of thing that doesn't necessarily announce itself. It sneaks up on you, and like you mentioned, you're like, until you saw the blood, you really didn't even know what was going on. It wasn't like, if you stick your hand on a stove, you get instant feedback. You know that stove is hot. But with things like prostate cancer, with things like sugar, which I love sugar, there should be a group called Sugar Anonymous. And people who have a problem with sugar, who love sugar, should be able to join that group. And they don't even have to show their faces. They just got to be in that group and get that help. Because that's the thing. That's a trigger for prostate cancer. And Lenny, for you not to be part of that silent killer group, which you're making noise about prostate cancer. I got to tell you, I really appreciate it, and a lot of people who won't acknowledge it appreciate it, and maybe they'll say, you know what, I do need to get checked out. So,
Yes,
anyway,
sir.
thank you. All right,
All
sir.
right.
Well, listen,
It's been a
thank you.
pleasure.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. Again, if you hear a helicopter out there, you know what that is. Anyway.
We know how to shoot you down now. This is Plainfield.
I forgot about that. I forgot
You are in
about
Plainfield now. We in Plainfield, brother.
I forgot about that. Oh, man. I thought I was.
All right.
Anyway. Oh, well, listen,
But I
thank you so
appreciate you
much.
both.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
y'all so much for
we'll
having
be
me.
reaching out to you also, too, about the interview with the mayor, because I think that's it's a big important thing that would,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so. All right.
been a
Sister,
pleasure.
good meeting you. Good,
Okay,
yes.
my pleasure. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. There you have it. Lenny Cathcart, the event organizer, the founder, the inspiration behind the Lenny Cathcart house music. Give me the whole thing, house music.
Oh, snap. Hold
Wait a minute,
up.
hold it. Put that
First-
San Francisco thing down. Don't tell me when I see you, I got to pray for you too.
Oh, we're best friends. You're an Tigers fan?
Oh, please. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's called
Thank you.
the proper name. The proper name, as you said, Dan, is now called Lenny Cathcart House Music Festival, sponsored by the City of Plainfield.
Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic. Fantastic. That is so good. And thanks again
Yep.
for the inspirations. Thank you again for the love and your willingness to share. All right, folks. Well, folks, we're going to go to the next level here. When I say next level, I mean we're going to make a move to another segment of the show, the Shazam Free Zone, where we play nothing but brand new music. I got some brand new tracks that I want to play. That and of course we don't only play it, but we say it. But I got brand new music by Anaya Weathers. I got brand new music by Vanessa L. Smith. I got brand new music by Charles Mitchell, and I got brand new music. You'll hear. All right, ladies and gentlemen, DJ Dan coming to you live from the 8th floor. I am the unusual suspect. We are going to go into the Shazam Free Zone. So, Chuck, would you get us started?
Lorena here.
Lorena!
Please.
Lorena! All righty.
What a show.
We're going to start off.